The Equatorial region. Learning objectives. Understand equatorial climate, identify equatorial regions, explore dense vegetation types, learn about diverse wildlife, examine tribal life, discover economic activities, recognize natural resources. Startup. Equatorial regions in the torrid zone have a hot and humid climate with heavy rainfall and dense forests. The people here experience no winter. They have equal day and night lengths. Equatorial rainforests have deciduous trees forming a three-tiered structure. These forests remain evergreen as different species shed their leaves in different seasons. The forests are home to some of the world's tallest trees. Tribal people live in the equatorial regions. They live as nomads. They focus on hunting, shifting cultivation, and subsistence farming. They also rear domestic animals. Fishing is their occupation. What are the main characteristics of the climate in the equatorial region? Climate in the equatorial regions. The equatorial regions lie in the torrid zone, which has an extreme climate. The Amazon rainforest and Sahara Desert lie in this zone. It is interesting to see the different impacts of heat within the same latitude belt. We will focus on the equatorial rainforest. The weather in equatorial rainforest is hot and humid. Heavy and frequent rainfalls occur in limited areas. This rainfall is called convectional rainfall. Thunderstorms accompany this rainfall in the afternoon, and they are also called tropical thunderstorm or 4-degree clock rains. High evaporation and condensation rates in the equatorial belt result in heavy rainfall. Rainfalls occur during the day owing to a faster water cycle. The forests are dense because of the heavy rainfall. The average temperature is 30 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Diurnal temperature range is recorded and people do not have winter. Days and nights are of equal length duration. Do you know? Not all equatorial regions are hot and humid. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania has a cool, dry climate and alpine glaciers due to its altitude. The Andes mountain region also features tall peaks and a cold climate. Area. The equatorial belt spans all continents as shown in the table below. You see continent, country. North America, the Caribbean islands. South America, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador. Africa, Liberia and Congo. Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia and the Philippines. Do you know? The Amazon rainforest covers 14% of the Earth's surface. Diurnal. Difference between the temperature of day and night. In India, it covers the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Vegetation, plant life. Equatorial forests have deciduous trees. They are so dense that sunlight does not reach the ground. These forests have a three-tier layer. Tall trees at the top, short trees in the middle, and dense undergrowth at the bottom. The forests remain evergreen because different species shed their leaves at different times. Some of the world's tallest trees grow here, including ebony, mahogany, and rosewood. Wildlife. With dense vegetation, we see rich wildlife in this region. Dangerous species like anacondas, caimans, and iguanas live here. Gorillas and chimpanzees live in the forests of Congo and Southeast Asia, and orangutans live in Indonesia's rainforest. Many monkey species and birds like toucans, macaws, and hummingbirds live here. Equatorial forests like the Amazon rainforest are home to a range of trees, and they absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas. People and their life. Tribal people live in these dense forests. They are different in different areas. They are the Congo Basin's Pygmies, Andaman and Nicobar Islands Jarawas, Malaysia Semangs, Borneo's Dayaks. These tribes lead nomadic lives focusing on hunting, shifting cultivation and subsistence farming. In shifting cultivation, a small forest area is burnt and cleared, cultivated for some time and then abandoned. Subsistence farming involves growing just enough food for their families, rearing domestic animals and fishing are the other occupations. Waterlogging enables production of electricity in this region. Natural gas and petroleum are available, and the Congo Basin has copper mines and diamond mines. Hydroelectricity. Electricity generated from running water. Mind map. The Equatorial region. Climate. Hot and humid. Heavy frequent rainfall. Average temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. No winter season. Area. Spans all continents including the Amazon rainforest and parts of Asia, Africa and America. Vegetation plants. Dense evergreen deciduous forest, three-tiered structure, tall trees, short trees, dense undergrowth. Wildlife. Rich biodiversity including anacondas, caimans, gorillas and other birds. People and life. Tribal populations who follow nomadic lifestyles. Hydroelectricity, natural gas and mining resources. Shifting cultivation, subsistence farming and hunting. Chapter at a glance. The equatorial regions have a hot and a humid climate and include the Amazon rainforest and Sahara Desert. The equatorial rainforests experience heavy and frequent convectional rainfall with afternoon thunderstorms. The average temperature in this region is 30 degrees centigrade with no winter season and equal day and night duration. The equatorial belt spans all continents and countries in North America, South America, Africa and Asia, as well as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in India. Dense equatorial forests have deciduous trees in a three-tiered structure and remain evergreen throughout the year. Wildlife includes dangerous species, primates, and many birds. Tribal populations live in these dense forests. They lead nomadic lives depending on the hunting, shifting cultivation, subsistence farming, livestock rearing, and fishing. The equatorial regions have resources like hydroelectricity, natural gas, petroleum, copper mines, and diamond mines.